Yo, what is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Sooner Surge. And we are about 10 minutes after the craziest game I have ever witnessed from some OU softball. You talk about it, just the epitome of highs and lows. When you thought OU was down and out of it, Kinsey Hansen steps in, delivers Sooner magic. And Jason, I'll start off with you, but I know that all of us, even if we didn't think it was over, we were all having some thoughts about it.
Well, Jackson, I mean, you were in the text thread with me, and guys, I said it was over. I honestly thought there was no. I was looking forward to the next game, saying, "Okay, just got to go win tomorrow. Now, Ball will be pitching," and I shouldn't have done that. I mean, this team has come back multiple times, but down 7-4, and it's not only that they had no momentum at all. The momentum was shot. They were up 4-0. It was 7-4, guys. I mean, they had no momentum.
Seven runs in 2 innings.
Yeah, nothing on their side. And then in that inning, they had Haley Lee with 2 strikes, gets the bloop single. Kinsey Hansen with 2 strikes, down to their last strike. I mean, there's no words to describe this team anymore. There's no words to describe it. It's unbelievable, guys. I mean, I just can't fathom that they came back today with that. No momentum. They weren't playing good. May had struggled a little bit that inning before. I don't know what to say. It was just unbelievable.
I don't know if you guys can hear me. I'm in a car. I was at a wedding watching the game on live stream there on DirecTV app. Listen, the whole 2-strike thing is what's crazy. The 2-strike down to the last strike when Hansen just goes yard is with 47 games. That's the thing. The streak was. You know, there are a lot of Sooner fans with that number in their mind thinking, oh, crap, 47, it's a jinx. This team, and guys, Jordy Ball's a dog. Jordy Ball.
And she's also not overrated.
She's not, hey, dude, she shut down. When she K'd Cagle, oh, my. And that's the other most impressive thing is their ace was in. They had a dream situation for them to get the lead without their ace and then get their ace to go in there and close it down. You can't close the thing down on this team. Oh, my God.
Braden,
guys.
Braden, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm like what Jeremy said.
Yeah, I mean, to me, with Cagle coming in at 7-4, I mean, and I can't believe I even said on the text this game's over. But, guys, they had nothing. I mean, they had no momentum at all. It was just – and for them to do that, it was just – I mean, it's unbelievable. And then Ball come in. Ball just shut it down. The one hit she got was the one that Coleman almost caught. I mean, she pretty much got them all straight up, straight down. I mean, it was unreal.
We got to give kudos to Kirsten Deal, too, because
I agree.
She came in, guys, 4 straight high pitches. I mean, you could tell the nerves probably. She's in a huge situation. Even Starocco was in a bigger situation than she's ever been in. Okay, but Deal comes in. She's got the four-pitch walk. She wasn't even near the zone. She comes back. She gets that glove up there. It could have been a double play had she caught that. But for her to settle down and keep it within 3, because we know this team can strike in a hurry. And, I mean, that was a huge factor as well, being able to keep this within 3. And then just the way they were able to get back in that and get 2 on with Kinsey Hansen is just wow.
Well, and Kinsey Hansen is just so underrated. She's so underrated,
guys. That's all I can say.
And also, well, the thing that really I think the biggest difference that I've noticed of late from OU is we've seen them get down a couple of times, but their 2-strike approach is so much
unbelievable
different from a lot of teams because they don't only hit to protect, but they hit to hit the ball and play too. They're not just hitting to slap away and protect.
Well,
and also JT Gasso, I don't know, like we never talk about him. He deserves a lot of praise because the way he coaches him up to protect during 2 strikes, that's why they're able to have success a lot, especially later in games whenever they need hits. It's because their 2-strike approach so much.
Well, and they also
go back and watch. I'm pretty sure JT Gasso, right before Tiare Jennings got up there and just straight away bomb, he was talking to her right before she got up there and hit that. But I know he is great at what he does, and he definitely needs more praise.
She was all over that pitch. I
All
mean,
over.
just
It was it was a great pitch. It was like right down the middle too. And
hey,
and
here's
for
another
Nicole
thing.
May, what, Jay?
Another thing that a lot of people don't talk about is there's multiple times in a lot of games where they go from an 0-2 count to a walk because they are so patient. I know we've talked about it, but I know that one inning Sanders, I think, went from 0-2 to a walk, I believe. But guys, they are so patient. But Kenzie Hansen, that was an 0-2 pitch that she just ripped. I mean, that's just
And the difference,
unbelievable.
Nicole May, on the 3-run bomb, it was a 1-2 pitch. The girl had to golf it out of the park. It wasn't even a bad pitch.
She had pitched good up to that inning. She had.
And I tell you, the thing that all of them have done, they're not giving people bases by walking them. And Jordy Ball today, even again, her control was unbelievable. You could tell she just wants the moment. Like, she's different in that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would say her over the other. I mean, here's the thing I think I was telling Jackson earlier, when Storako came in and struggled, Storako's never been in a position like that where she comes into the game and was it 4-3 at the time or
yeah,
4-4? I'm trying to remember when she came in.
It was 4-3. She allowed the 2-run homer for them to go
4-3, guys. The pressure, a lot of people say there's no pressure playing for OU. That's bull. That's a bunch of bull. There's a lot of high pressure because you're expected to always win. And what she's never faced that when she was at Michigan or what. This was a totally different scenario. She didn't respond well today, but I think she will next time. I really do.
Hey, great defensive plays again. The Grace Lyons play at the beginning.
That leadoff.
Was it the 8th? Was it the 8th inning?
Leadoff.
That is a massive play.
Huge.
Yeah.
Huge play. She hasn't really hit that great in the Super Regional.
No.
She's left some runners on, but her defense is unbelievable. I thought Jada Coleman was going to snag that one at the end, which would have been an incredible way to end it. But, hey, one thing that this team, a lot of teams, when they're in situations like this, that much on the line will end up folding. And this team, I just don't know how to explain it. Gasso's over there smiling, talking to the players when they're down 3.
Yeah. And wasn't today Gasso's birthday?
Yeah. That's also another thing that it's just like everything that you could have possibly dreamed of for a comeback victory, to go to the World Series, to break the all-time record. It's on Patty Gasso's birthday, who she's the GOAT of softball. Really, it all just went right. It truly did. And Sooner Magic at its finest. Like, Kenzie Hansen, guys, I don't think many other college softball teams that's going to happen for. Sooner Magic is real. I believe it's a thing.
Well, it's also Sooner talent. I mean, they're unbelievable. But you know what we haven't talked about is this game going, 9 innings, whatever it was, 8 or 9 innings.
Yeah.
If Clemson were to pull that out at the end, tomorrow would have been very interesting just because of – I know you say no, Jeremy, but I'm just so glad they came back and won it today. And don't have to worry about it. But this team, can never, and I should never say the game's over. But, guys, I can't get over it, the fact that they came back and won that game. I mean, it's just
what this does to me, Jay, is this basically illustrates, whatever you want to say, how dominant OU's been. Because this game, there's several games that could have been close, but OU hasn't had many close games in the last stretch they've had lately. So for them to be able to do this and mount with the pressure on, World Series is going to be interesting with some teams that are in there. I got to go back into this reception, guys. But, hey, yeah, I don't know what else to say.
OU play Stanford. That's confirmed. That's their matchup.
Yeah.
OU Stanford.
Yeah. Well, thanks for joining, Jeremy. I know you were busy.
Yeah, you guys. All right, man. You guys carry on. Boomer.
All right.
Boomer.
Hey, one thing that we talked about on last night's was the way that OU responded yesterday when it was getting tight, remember? And they just blew them out there.
Yeah.
What can you say again? The way they responded today. I mean, guys, 7-4, no momentum to win this game. This goes up there, in my opinion, of one of the greatest softball come from behind wins in OU history. Because we've seen it a lot. We've seen a lot of these games where you're like, they're done. But
OU has had 3 elite comebacks this year: Texas, Oklahoma State, and now this.
Yeah, and what was the game? Was it last year or the year before in the World Series? They were down a few runs and they came back.
It was Texas last year. They were down like 2-0, 3-0. Then Coleman robbed that run and
so we've seen a lot of them. This to me is one of the top. I guess I can't say it's the top, but I don't know. It's up there, guys.
Guys.
Yeah.
But I will give Clemson credit.
Oh, big time.
Big time.
Hey, Braden, you're right, because what did we talk about going into this series? We said, what? Clemson's hot with the bats, didn't we? Remember?
Yeah.
We had been talking about how they've been hitting the ball. They've been scoring a lot of runs. Guys, in 2 games, I know they scored, 2 yesterday, but they had a lot of runs. They had more runs.
Scored 9 runs on OU in 2 games.
Yeah. I mean,
it was like
how many times this year, you could look it up, Jackson, or I could look it up, has May allowed 4 runs? Has it? I don't think. Has she had a game? I mean, off the top of my head, I'd have to look it up. I don't think she has. That might be her worst.
I see. I can't even tell you how many times OU's allowed over 4 runs in a game this year.
That's what I'm saying.
3 or 4, I would say. Not very many.
Yeah, to allow 7 and still win, unreal. So, guys, I mean, there's no words to describe it. There's no words to describe this team except dynasty, the best. I mean, that's right. 48 wins in a row. What can you say?
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
What I was happy about was our hitters were patient in the box.
Oh, yeah.
Made them, just stay there. Let them pitch.
Hey, and Brito, another bomb.
Yeah, another bomb.
2 games in the Super Regionals, 2 bombs.
Yep.
Kenzie Hansen and another bomb. I mean, unreal, guys. Unreal.
It really is just greatness at its finest, and we are experiencing something that that is very, very uncommon for anything in sports, and I know at points we can take it like as that's what we expect, but truly, I mean, I'm grateful for what we're getting to see in this, because no other OU sport is near the level of OU softball.
No, and Jackson, that's another great point, because watching the game yesterday and today in our text conversations, yesterday with Ball allowing 2 runs, we'd get a text. Jeremy was like, Ball struggling, or today May allowing 3 runs, and we're like, and it's like you're disappointed. But guys, most college teams, pitchers, 3 runs. I mean, we get so used to them pitching shutouts or allowing 1 run. Guys, I mean, that's just so hard to do all the day in and day out.
Yeah.
And they got the W. That's all that matters in the end. They got the W, and they're moving on to the World Series again. 3-peat, baby. Let's go. 3-peat.
But Jay.
Yeah.
You know what kept them in the game?
What's that?
Was Lions up the middle, that play.
That play to start that inning off was huge, not to have that leadoff runner on.
That one, and then the that double play in the 4th inning.
Yeah.
Jennings, Lions.
Yep, that was big. Great defensive plays there. And just Ball, man, closer. She closed it out, baby.
Yeah. And matter of fact, Clemson played halfway good defense on us.
Clemson made some great plays. Hey, Clemson had a good game. I mean, they played a good game.
Yeah.
The home runs, I mean,
they're
good. Okay, Clemson's a good team, guys. Let's admit it. I mean, they're a good
Clemson, team. If OU's not just some great dynasty team, Clemson is going to hang or beat a lot of teams in the country.
To me, Clemson, maybe other than Tennessee right now, maybe Utah. Did Utah win last night? I'd have to look.
No.
Okay, they lost. But
I think they're on right now. They were on
Clemson, to me, could have advanced if they were playing anybody else in this Super Regional. They would have a good chance of advancing the way they were playing. And you got the National Collegiate, possibly Pitcher of the Year there with Cagle. So, great victory. Got the 2-0 Super Regional sweep. Moving on to the World Series, guys. I don't know what else to say, but that's just an amazing game.
Great.
It's just like the World Series. I'm hoping maybe potentially a Sooner Surge trip up there to the World Series.
Oh,
let's try and make it happen. I know we all have scheduled, but guys, the World Series winning, whatever you want to talk about, we have something else that's about just as great as that at searchsportsnetwork.com. We'll have another article coming on about another post game. I'll be doing it of a Super Regional game to win. against Clemson.
Hey, Jackson.
Yeah.
As we close, I'd like to say something here. In the comments, please, I would like for you to comment and say, is it the greatest softball game you've ever seen? As far as OU, we've seen a lot of comebacks. Is this the greatest comeback that you've seen? And if not, which one would you say is better? I would love to see people's comments on that because there's been some where they've come back and you're like, how did they come back from this, even this year? But I'd like to see what our viewers think and what our listeners think about this game, how it ranks. So please comment. We love your interaction, guys. I mean, what else to say, man? Great game.
Like and subscribe. And
let's go, Boomer, baby.
Boomer.